In this story, you will meet a character named Miriam. She is an old woman and a widow. She has no children, but still, she motivates other people. In this story, you will also learn an important life lesson. So please listen to this story, enjoy it, and learn a lesson for life. I will come back to you at the end of this story and ask you what lesson you learned from it.
In a small, peaceful village surrounded by green fields and a flowing river, there lived an elderly woman named Miriam. She was known for her calm nature and gentle smile. Her hair was completely white and her face showed the marks of a long life, but her eyes always carried hope instead of sadness. Miriam lived alone in a small mud house near an old banyan tree. Her husband had passed away years ago, and she had no children, but she never allowed loneliness to take away her peace. She spent her days sitting under the tree, observing people, and offering kind words to those who needed comfort. In that village, life was not always easy. Farmers struggled when rain failed, and families often worried about money and food. But Miriam always believed that every problem had a hidden lesson. One afternoon, a young woman named Sana came running to her house with tears in her eyes. Her voice was shaking as she spoke. "My husband left for the city months ago. He promised to send money, but we have received nothing. My children are hungry and you don't know what to do anymore." Miriam looked at her with deep kindness and asked her to sit down. "My child," she said softly, "tell me, what is the heaviest thing you are carrying right now?" Sana replied, "Fear. I keep thinking something bad has happened." Miriam gently smiled and said, "Fear grows when we feed it with our thoughts, but hope also grows when we choose to feed it instead." She then shared a story with her. Once there was a traveler who believed his life was empty. He had no wealth and no direction. One day he met an old man who told him, "You are focusing only on what is missing. Look around you. There is air to breathe, ground to stand on, and life still in your hands." The traveler slowly realized that his pain came not from his situation, but from his thinking. When he changed his perspective, he found strength he never knew he had. Sana listened quietly, wiping her tears. Miriam continued, "Life does not become easy overnight, but when your mind becomes strong, even the hardest days feel lighter." Sana asked, "But how can I stop worrying?" Miriam replied, "Start with one simple habit. Every morning, before fear enters your mind, say to yourself, 'I will face today with hope.' That small change can slowly change everything." Days passed. Sana tried to follow those words. She still had struggles, but something inside her changed. She no longer broke down every day. She began taking care of her children with more strength and patience. Then one morning, a letter arrived. It was from her husband. He had finally found stable work in the city and was sending money home. He also wrote that he would return soon. Tears filled Sana's eyes, but this time they were not only tears of pain, they were tears of relief and gratitude. She immediately ran to Miriam's house. When Miriam heard the news, she only smiled gently and said, "You see, my child, hope does not change the future instantly, but it prepares your heart to receive it." From that day, Sana became stronger, and her story spread across the village. People no longer came to Miriam only for comfort, but to learn how to change their thinking. And Miriam, sitting under her banyan tree, continued to remind everyone of one simple truth. When your thoughts change, your life slowly begins to change too.
So friends, tell me, how did you like my story? I learned from this that a person should never give up so quickly and should always stay patient and strong. What did you learn? Please tell me in the comments.